Special event is a priceless memory in the making. And now, with Memory Place, you can be sure you will never miss those special moments. Collect all your events photos and videos that you and your guests capture in real time. All your event content is then automatically uploaded into your own private gallery to view, edit, and share. Sharing your photos with family and friends has never been easier with Memory Place.
Wow, that's an awesome idea. But how could I possibly do it in real time with this many people?
Simple. There are a couple easy ways to share your event gallery with all your guests. Your Memory Place can either generate a direct link prior to your special event that you can share via email, text message, or your social media event page. Or your Memory Place can generate a unique QR code that your guests can scan at your event. Once your guests receive your direct link or scan your QR code, they will be able to instantly send you photos and videos that they captured during your event, all in real time.
Wait, so you're telling me everybody at my event can share their photos and videos with me in real time?
Yes, that is exactly what we are saying.
That's a great idea. I have a big family reunion coming up. Would my grandparents know how to use my Memory Place?
Absolutely. No technical knowledge of any kind is required to use your Memory Place. Just acquire your unique event code and you're done. All photos and videos taken will fall immediately into your Memory Place account. The possibilities are endless. Use Memory Place at your next barbecue, wedding, or bachelor party. Or maybe not, but you get the idea. With Memory Place, you'll be able to store all your special memories, all in one password-protected archive. Unlike social media platforms, your Memory Place will not compress your photos or videos, so you have the ability to print out any particular special memory of your choice. So what are you waiting for? Create your free Memory Place account today.
No, that is cool.
That is cool.
No bachelor parties. No bachelor parties.
Absolutely awesome. Well, folks, first of all, welcome to this training session here. Today, we're going to be focusing more on the tools itself. Memory Place is really one that's becoming really popular. There's a lot of requests on that one, according to Joel. He's going to share all of this, and we're going to touch on some of the tools that are available here. But keep in mind here, folks, that we will be doing trainings on Saturday to help you be comfortable around these tools, and we're going to start working on all sort of tactics and tools and techniques, I should say, to be able to share this within your social network, your environment, so you can generate leads in building your business. Before we begin, I know my wife reminded me to make sure I welcome everybody before we begin. Robert, great to see you here. Bakshi, great to see you from Bangladesh. Let's see here. Maripal from Ottawa, welcome. We have Bruce from Yulee, Florida. We're about to go to Florida very soon. That's what we do 5 months out of the year. Let's see here. We have Sanya, welcome for Pakistan. Welcome. Great to see you here. We have MC from Texas. We have Mr. Harp 216. Great to see you. Let's see. Herb and Soder. Great to see you from Sweden. We have Kendra. Great to see you. We have Levy and we have Guylaine de Quebec. Bienvenue, Guylaine. Raleigh. Great to see you here. Great to see you. We have, let's see. Courtney from Toronto. We have James from Maryland. We have Sylvie de Quebec. And we have Gary from, I think it's Ottawa, right? Anyway, let's see here. Let's see. We have Bill from London, Ontario. We have Barbara Ann. Let's see. We have Arnold. We have Johnny, Tessa, and Christine, and Kelly. And welcome to all of you as we are starting our session here this morning. Of course, this webcast is recorded. So every time you click on this link after the session is over, it'll just play the recording. Tell me any last words. Let me rephrase that. Any word that you want to share as we begin before we introduce Joel?
I was just going to say there's not many Ghanaians there. Then one popped up. Welcome.
Yeah, they're walking.
Because they're all on their health tour right now. They're all on their walking tour.
Exactly.
Yeah. In Ghana, they're doing a health walk tour. Sorry, Tammy, I took your stage, but please go ahead.
Yeah, so it's exciting to see all the growth that's happening around the world, and they're really stepping it up with this health walk, really creating the interest in anybody who's walking with them. I think it's such a great creative idea to network and share your links and connect through business.
Absolutely. Very well said, Tammy. So, Joel, we'll turn this over to you. So, for those of you that might be brand new here this morning, Joel is the CEO and co-owner of GVO, which GotBackup is a division. As you'll see, many of the tools are part of the mother company, the parent company, GVO. So, Joel, thank you for taking the time. I know we spent some time on Wednesday, on Friday, and today on Saturday. And I know that's the last day to take advantage of the promotion that's taking place right now. Maybe it might be a good time also to mention to everybody what is the benefit to upgrade right now if you're an existing member.
Sure, absolutely. Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you, and Tammy, for the awesome introduction. And yeah, I was looking at some pictures and some videos of the health walk already. Really excited about that and so forth. So, guys, tomorrow at midnight Central Time, the offer comes off the table. Now, the main key features that you get above and beyond everything is number one, we're waiving the $497 fee on the front end, right? So that's wiped off the table for our members. And the other thing is too, as you guys know, we usually do a leads co-op once a month, and we sell each co-op for $100 and gets you 25 leads, $2.50 per lead. Well, anybody who upgrades before tomorrow night will get 2.5 shares of our co-op, or sorry, 4.5 shares. So I'll get 100 leads, guys, included. So the 100 leads themselves is worth truly $250, and the package itself is only $19.97. So you have to upgrade before midnight tomorrow night, and so forth. So how will this? Boy, questions are starting to fly in already. So let's talk about just based on our help desk, guys. What's the most popular and so forth. So the most popular so far of questions and help desk tickets and excitement has been around Memory Place because it's just a really, really cool tool, and it's a viral tool that will help you generate leads and leads for your business. So what we'll do is I'm going to go over that tool first, and then we'll go over a testimonial generator, and if we have time, we'll go through the email marketing and some other tools as well. So let me just go ahead and share my screen.
And Levy, while Joel is doing this, how will this upgrade transform your business? One is you'll have a whole bunch of new tools that will generate leads for you. Over and above that, when members follows your lead and also start with this GotBackupPro, the income that is generating from the CAB, the commission, the customer acquisition bonus, is quite significant. And not only that, but as more people upgrade to the pro version, it basically brings more profit to the company. And remember that our shares, not our shares, our what you call it?
Cycles?
The cycles. I got a memory fog here this morning. The cycles, the value of a cycle, folks, increases as the world. So understand that everybody benefits from the growth and the tools that are being added on. So sorry, Joel, to step in here. I just started mentioning this, Levy. There's so many different aspects, and we will cover that in upcoming trainings and sessions that we'll do in the future. Back to you, Joel.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. And again, sometimes this screen share does stop. So if it does, just let me know, because I've got two screens and I'm kind of looking this way at the screen that I'm sharing with you guys. But what I thought we'd do then is, rather than I'm going to create a new event in real time with everybody, because people are saying it like, is the tool really easy to use? And it comes back like, honestly, the median age of most of our customer base, especially on the affiliate side, is probably about 55 to 65. A lot of retired people who are looking to make some money from home. And, when you're 65 years old, you kind of feel like you missed the tech boom. Well, that's not the case, guys. If you're live on this webinar, we're going to show you right now, you've got all the skills needed to be able to create a memory place and be very successful with GotBackup and everything that we do. So let's go ahead and make our event. So let's, since it's October 4th, let's just call this the October 4th event here and create a new event. Okay, and then here, so call it whatever we want, and then you can create, this is your short link. So this is the link that you'll be sharing along with the QR code.
And Joel, I wanted to mention something as I was training an associate yesterday. This link is a link that everybody uses. So if, let's say, you get an error message, it's not that the software is not working. It's because the link is already used by someone else.
Yeah.
It's already taken. So back to you.
So you just have to change the slug neg. If you come here and it says error taken, you just change the name because, yeah, this is a dynamic link that's all the different memory place people are using. Here you could upload an image if you want to. I'm not going to upload any image for now, but obviously if it was a wedding, it would obviously be a picture of the bride and the groom. You know what I mean? If it's a graduation, it would be a picture of the people that are graduating, so on and so forth. So here, I'm going to go and create the memory, and now it's here. And now you can see, guys, that literally there's no pictures, no videos, because I just created it. Now, what's really cool as well is people are like, can we kind of moderate what people upload? And the answer is absolutely. So people upload things, and then you'll come here, and you until you make it public, until you hit this green button, no pictures or videos are going to be public, right? So let's go ahead and grab the QR code. So there you go, guys. Do me a favor. Pull out your phone literally right now on your screen on YouTube and just go ahead and scan that QR code. I'm going to scan mine right now. And what it does is it's going to bring you to a place like this where you can upload pictures. And I invite all of you just to upload 1 or 2 pictures. Go ahead in real time right now. Let's all pretend we're at some great GotBackup event together. And let me find something I'll upload. Let me see. I'm trying to find here's a nice picture. I'll add that, and I'll add that, and I'll click add. And then it brings you to a screen like this, guys, to confirm what you want to upload. And you just click start upload, and boom. And then what happens? So let me close this here. I'll close in a minute. So take 1 more second, guys. Scan that QR code and upload something and so forth. So I'll let that sit there for another 5 seconds, and then I'll show you on how it kind of works on the computer here and stuff like that. So 3, 2, 1. I'm going to close this, and then here we have the upload link, which is something that's dynamically generated from your QR code. But how it works is whether it's on a mobile device or on your computer. And again, if I would have uploaded an image, it would have had a nice picture here. So if it was a bride and groom, you'd put that picture there. But you can just upload photos and videos directly from your computer. Let me go and upload this blue diamond picture of Chris and Tammy. So let me open that, and you'll see it's there. And I just click start upload. And here's the viral component, guys. That's super, super cool, right? So if you're at a wedding or a graduation or at some event of somebody who's close to you, then it says, would you like to be notified when everyone's photos and videos go live? Please fill the form below, and Joel Therien will email you. The reason it says Joel Therien is because it's my Memory Place account. So if it was Christian's Memory Place account and he was doing an event, it would say Christian will email you and so forth. So I'm not going to fill this out. You get the concept, guys. It gives you a name and email address. And so what we've found on the people that are doing Memory Places right now, about 80 to 85% of the people who are live in an event go and upload information and fill out this form. So if you're at a wedding with 300 people, you can expect to get about 220 names and emails. So that's passive ways of generating leads. The second way it does it, even if you submit or no thank you, is you click, even if you click no thank you, then we say, wait, would you like your own Memory Place account for free? Just add your email address below. So we're hitting them up 2 different ways, in 2 different ways to generate leads for you guys, which is really, really cool. And it's very, very viral. Now, the reason why this, not only does it generate you leads, guys, but it changes everything relative to the psychology of something called the law of reciprocation. Okay. So if it's my friend's wedding and I say, listen, I'm going to gift you a Memory Place. And now this, because a wedding, any event is very, very important, obviously, to these people, or they wouldn't even be running the event in the first place. But what's really cool is if I go and create a Memory Place for my friend's wedding, that now opens the door because I can reach out a week later and said, hey, did you get all your pictures and videos and stuff like that? They're like, yeah, thank you so much, Joel. That was really awesome of you. You know, our wedding alone cost us $30,000. And, you know, just our professional photographer alone cost us $5,000. And now we've got all these pictures and videos of everybody that attended the event. We really want to thank you for that. And that opens the door because now you have their attention because you did something in kind for them and say, well, you know, I just wanted to reach out and I'm glad you really enjoyed the event and so forth, guys. But I'm also getting started in the cloud storage business. And what's really cool is Memory Place is saving your memories and your videos in one time frame, but it's in the same ecosystem of what GotBackup is, right? Okay, you're saving your memories and videos of your event in real time. It's a nice segue and say, hey, you know, would you like to save all the data that you have on all your computers and all your phones for you and your whole family for less than $10 per month? Does that, you know, hey, if it was John's wedding, hey, John, you know, do you have a computer? Do you have mobile devices? Yeah, that sounds interesting to you. Okay, let me send the information over to that. And it just really, really opens up the door for you to build your GotBackup business rather than looking like some sort of creepy snake oil salesman. You know, you've done something in perpetuity for people. So literally, that's how easy it is. So here we'll see that when we created this, we had no pictures and videos. Hopefully, some of you participated. And if I refresh this page, you'll see that 21 pictures were uploaded and 1 video was uploaded. So here I can go and see and make sure everything is PG-13, you know, nothing bad uploaded and so forth. I don't see anything bad here, guys. And so we can go by pictures and videos and so forth. Okay, I'm okay with this. Everything looks PG-13, not too bad. I can come back to the Memory Place itself and I can make this public. And as soon as I make this public, it's going to send an email address to the people who opted in, who said, yes, I want to know when this Memory Place goes live. And all the leads also end up in your lead capture system and your autoresponder. So as soon as I click that, make public, it now is a public event. And now I can go to the actual website address. Whoop. Did I hit the wrong one? Let me see.
It probably took a few seconds for the...
Yeah, hope so. Well, here we go. We got to.
I think you have to. Yeah, you click make. You have to click it again to make public.
There we go. Thank you, Chris. I didn't notice that. Okay, so then we go to our website address, and now it's public. Everybody gets an email who gets notified, and you know there's a lot we're going to be doing with Memory Place in the future, but it's really cool. You can go and surf, you know, and it looks a little bit Facebook-esque. You know, you can post a comment on different things and stuff like that. And so it's a really, really cool viral tool. And I'll just post the link to everybody in the chat here. And that's that safe haven time capsule Memory Place for that person. So very, very simple to use, guys. Very, very powerful to use. As you can see, a couple of clicks of mouse, you really don't need any technical skills at all for Memory Place. So let's see if there's any questions on Memory Place.
There's one, Joel, from Bruce. I think it's a great question. As a pre-written email for the Memory Place, are they available? You know, like we have for the GotBackup.
Yeah. There's pre-written. Yeah, absolutely. But again, you know, if you want to flavor it yourself and you're not a good copywriter, ChatGPT. You know, and the other thing we were talking about too before we started the call, you know, we get a lot of people generating leads, and then when it comes to emailing those leads, they just freeze up, right? They're like, oh my God, and everybody's like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to send, I don't know what to do. Everybody acts like they're like I was saying to Tammy before the call, they act like they're emailing the CEO of Chase Morgan Bank asking for $1 million loan, right? No, that's not what it's about, guys. It's you treat people like your best friends. That's it. Just very lighthearted, very
yeah, sorry, I didn't want to distract you. There's 2 more questions that popped in.
Yeah. I'll get so yeah. There's pre-written stuff, but I will say to people, People are texting me now what to say, not what to say on the webinar, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, okay. Now I lost my train of thought. Boy, can you ever tell this is live? So, what was I saying, guys? Because I got to turn my phone over. I'm getting distracted.
No, that's all good. You were basically confirming the pre-existing emails when people opt
Building
in.
relationships through the email.
Oh yeah. So it really is just, so there's pre-written emails, but you just email people like you're emailing your best friend.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all, guys. The other thing you don't do is and again, we'll give you all types of pre-written emails and so forth. If you set up a memory place for somebody and it was their wedding yesterday, you don't hit them up today going, hey, do you want to join GotBackup? Like, no, it's building up a relationship, building rapport, so you're certainly going to give them, let them come back from their honeymoon maybe, and then hit them up and say, hey, did you enjoy it? That kind of stuff. But again, guys, don't worry about the nuances of that. The main thing that I'm trying to get across is inaction creates no action. Nothing's going to happen. So a lot of people generate leads and then they freeze up and go, I don't want to. Listen, when people put in a name and email address, this is not spam. These are people saying, yes, here's my name, here's my email, I expect to, and I want to hear from you. So when you don't send them an email, that's more disheartening to the prospect because they're like, hey, I wanted to find out more about all of this, and then I didn't get anything, right? So make sure you absolutely, at least you're generating leads. Go and say hi, send out an email, whatever, And here's the thing. If somebody decides they don't want to hear from you anymore, that's why there's it's CAN spam compliant. That's why there's an unsubscribe link and so forth. So as an example, I do have, here's in my, let me share my screen again. So here, as an example, in one of my autoresponder accounts, because I have quite a few of them, I have 338,000 subscribers on here. And I have 33,000 people who unsubscribed, okay? Those are people who decided that GotBackup or GVO or Joel Therien wasn't for them. They're not interested in anymore, and they just click the unsubscribe button. So it's impossible to upset people. What would upset people is if they didn't want to get your emails anymore and you just kept sending them email. But there's always an unsubscribe link in there, so don't worry about ever upsetting somebody, so on and so forth that way, because they're in control of when they decide two things are going to happen. When you send a lot of email, they're either going to become your raving fan or they're going to decide, you know what, this isn't for me, and they're just going to unsubscribe. That's it. That's all. But if you do, and here's the other thing too, folks, I must be brain fogged today too, is roughly about 10% of emails are opened every single day, okay? We all know we don't open up 100% of our emails. So if you send one email a week, you have a 10% chance of people seeing it. If you send 3 to 4 emails a week, you now have a 40% chance of people seeing those emails, okay? And it's like a relationship. If people are becoming more and more engaged with you, they want to hear from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're dating somebody, it's the same idea. So you go to a bar, I've said this before, I guess we're getting into email marketing training, but if I'm at a bar and I see a really pretty girl and, back in my 20s, if I was single, if I went up to that girl and said, hey, we're going to get married tonight, success is 0. That is the equivalent of getting an email address and saying, hey, join my team, join GotBackup right now. I want your money. Give me your money. We're going to join this together. Success will be virtually 0. It's a process. So I go up to the girl at the bar. I'm all nervous. She's talking to me a bit. The first thing I might do is, hey, can I buy you a drink? Oh, okay. She says yes. If she's not interested, she's going to say, no, I'm good. I've got my own drink, whatever. If you buy her a drink, okay, great. Okay. That's one little yes. All micro commitments lead to a macro commitment, right? So that's the first yes. The second yes might be at the end of the night. Hey, can I get your phone number? I'd love to go on a date with you. I know the whole world's changed. It's all on Tinder and Bumble now, but I'm just using that as an example. So you do that, and guess what? If you say you're going to reach out to that person, let's say it's Saturday night, and say, hey, I'll reach out to you on Tuesday, and she's expecting your call or your text or whatever the case may be, and you don't text, well, guess what? You're gone. You're out of here, right? Unless you send a text the following day with a really good excuse as to why you didn't reach out to them that time. So it's the same thing with your email marketing. Okay, they opted in saying, you know what? That's like buying me. Yeah, you can buy me a drink. buy me a drink. I'm opting in. I'm interested. Tell me a little more. So the first email out shouldn't be join my team, join my team, join my team. It's a simple email. Hey, my name's Joel Therien. I've been involved in the online marketing space for a little while. I really enjoy it. I did it because I wanted more time freedom. Oh, by the way, I have 3 kids, Justin, Haley, and Livia. And, it's just a little bit about yourself. Hey, if you want to tell me what your why is, here's my name, here's my email address in the email, reach out. I'd love to connect with you. That's it. A few emails like that, guys, to get people to build rapport with people, and that's how you do it. Okay, so I'm just keeping track
to what Joel is saying, because when I initially started doing the email stuff, I didn't send out a lot of emails, and I wasn't getting a lot of opens, no clicks, and I've got it all tracked in the system. And then when I stepped up my game and I started doing at least 3 to 5, I increased my numbers. Now I don't do any less than 5. And now I repeat the emails twice when there's presentations, and my numbers have increased tremendously with the open rate and the clicks. So it's definitely accurate what you're saying.
Because we live in an attention deficit world, right? Yeah. So one email out, a week later, they've already forgotten who you are because they get emails from everywhere and text messages from everywhere. You got to be consistent in their face. And again, if they decide that, hey, enough is enough, I don't want to, I'm not interested in this, they just quickly hit unsubscribe. So, yes, I lost 33,000 subscribers on my own list, but I also gained hundreds of thousands of very engaged people who go, I want to hear from Joel more often. Okay. So I see there's been quite a few questions. Did you cherry pick anything important in there, Chris?
Yeah. In fact, what I'm displaying is what it is we're waiting for answers. Is there a message sent to the guest when there's a new picture that's been added on?
Yeah. So it's just simple. Congratulations. This went live, click here, and they can go to the event and so forth. So again, there's a lot of automation.
So the other one is Memory Place free for all users. And I know there's a free version once you're a VIP member and someone decides to opt in and they say, yes, I'd like to try it. I think there's limited use of it.
Yeah. So again, you want to use the other tools as lead generation. So just about every software platform on the planet, guys, offers you some sort of free trial. Okay. So it's not free unlimited use. It's free. Go give it a try with limited use. So we have free accounts for Memory Place, for SendShark, for Testimonial Generator. It's a whole try before you buy. And what it does is it generates you leads. And then of course, what's going to happen is, again, it's generating you a lead to bring you into your GotBackup business. But if somebody just wants Memory Place and they fall in love with it, and let's say it's a photographer that you registered there, and he's like, wow, this could really complement my photography business, and he upgrades and pays for an unlimited Memory Place account, that's where you're going to get the residual commissions as well, if that makes sense. So,
which brings us to this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead. It's fine.
Yeah, that brings us to this question here for someone who's wants to upgrade and once they upgrade, can they sell for example, the SendShark?
Yeah. Surfshark's a pretty cool name, though. I don't know if that would be
I think you meant the SendShark.
No, I know, for traffic generation or something. But yeah, again, guys, with the 1995, you have the ability to use all those tools and also sell all those tools. But like I said, guys, you might be in a unique niche where a lot of your customers are going to use SendShark or Testimonial Generator. But I would say is still focus on your core, which is your GotBackup business, because that's something that resonates with everybody, right? I can't go down the street here. I can't walk into Walmart and say, hey, sir, would you like Testimonial Generator? He'd be like, what are you talking about? Or would you like to get involved in email marketing? What are you talking about? Now, I can certainly go up to somebody and say, hey, not literally a stranger, but, do you back up all your stuff? Is that important to you? Do you back up your phone and your computer? That resonates with people right away. And that's the success of GotBackup. So these tools you can certainly sell if you're in a niche market, and do very, very well with them. But we're saying use them as lead generation tools for your GotBackup business.
And just a few more that are popping in. Here's one from Kendra.
Is there a way to do memory replace? If you want to get your account back active, just go to GotBackup and click on Contact Us, Kendra. Let me remove this. Let me come back here. You guys see that? Okay. If you have an old account with us, it's much better to go and reactivate your old account. So just go to GotBackup and click on, if you can't log in, that's fine. Click on Contact Us, fill out this form. In here, where your questions is or whatever, let us know what your username is though. Like my username is this, I'd like to reactivate my account.
That's it.
And so on.
That's the reason why I thought of bringing that up, because I knew you had a good answer for that. Let's see here. We have Joe. Is there a limited number of memory place event we can do with the pro member?
I think it's set like 100 or something
Which
like
is
that.
quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you're managing 100 events a year, you're probably an event planner in the first place.
Yeah.
And here's Roger, maybe you haven't seen this before. I know the link has been posted, is how do you upgrade to the 1997 plan or
So
to the
from the
199?
1997 to the 199. So yeah, just contact support for that. They'll help you get up.
Yeah, or just go to the page. I'm putting it in the text chat again. Go ahead and upgrade. And if you just took the 1997 like 3 days ago, the team will but upgrade, put in a help desk ticket. We'll take care of everybody, because when we did the first webinar, people just heard the word refund, and then people were like, "Oh, I've been using GotBackup for 10 months. I'd like a refund on my yearly plan now and start now." No, you used 10 months of the service, guys. So I'm very reluctant to say the word refund. It's not a wide open refund policy here. It's like, if you signed up yesterday for the monthly, of course we'll refund that if you're going yearly. Okay, guys. So anyway, just upgrade, put in a help desk ticket. Now understand this: the value proposition of going yearly, guys, is that's where you get the 100 leads as well, which is very, very valuable. Okay. Yeah. So we recommend that you go for the year. If you go for the monthly, then of course we can't even come close to affording those types of co-op leads for you guys and so forth. And again, for those of you who are going yearly, don't expect all your leads in the next 5 days. It's going to take us 3 to 4 months to generate the leads for everybody and so forth. Joel, page builder is part of SendShark. Absolutely. Any other good questions, Chris?
No, I think we're good. We've addressed all the questions. There's a lot of comments and feedback, which is great. So at this point, I think it might be a good idea to jump into the testimonial tool, because see, there's a lot of us that maybe used to have team and a different network marketing company, whatever the situation may be, or you're still dealing with a company, and a lot of people would love the opportunity to have a tool like this that they can send to their downline, so they can get feedback from their leadership or things like that. And I think that the testimonial tool, Joel, is a powerful tool that a lot of people can make use of. Maybe you can cover that one.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, one last thing I want to say on everything, because it's come up a lot in our help desk. I mentioned on the last webinar. When you generate leads with Memory Place, when you generate leads with Testimonial Generator, when we're just about to show you, we do not reach out to those leads. Okay, guys, those are your leads. Okay, they're your leads. Okay, so anyway, let's move on to Memory Place. Gosh, lots of questions today, which is great. It shows how engaged people are and stuff like that. Yeah. So here I am. I'm going to go from Memory Place. So as you can see, guys, when you upgrade, you're going to have a GotBackupPro logo like this. Then you're going to have, your regular GotBackup tools there. Then you're going to have access to the other tools. So let me go to Testimonial Generator. Let me click on Use this tool. This one's even easier than Memory Place, even though Memory Place is very easy. But you just simply generate a new link, okay, similar to Memory Place, and then you just give people that link. And so as an example, my link that I use, because I got my own domain on it, which you guys can do too. Mine's testimonialme.com, okay? And I'll go and put it in the text chat here on YouTube as well. Okay. And so there, I just gave you guys the link. So it's literally that easy. So try it on your cell phone or try it on I got distracted on my cell phone. I get too many text messages. So it works the same, just as seamlessly on a cell phone or your computer. Obviously, I'm doing it off my computer. So you can, if you have a pre-recorded video, you can upload a video that's already been done. If you don't have one, you can click on record a video, and then that pops up like this. And I'll do a quick testimonial here. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Chris and Tammy. These are really honest, amazing people. It connected to my phone instead. So there might not be, gosh, let me start over because it connected to my phone at the same time. God, my phone is becoming a nemesis. So here's the good part. So let's say I screw up my testimonial, guys. I can come here. I can watch the testimonial to see if I liked it or not. Okay. And I can save it, or I can click cancel and I can record a new one. So let's record one more again. Hey folks, my name's Joel Therien, and I wanted to give just a big shout out to Chris and Tammy, 7-figure earners in the network marketing industry. You know, there's a lot of embellishment in this industry, but these folks are the real deal. They've been full-time network marketers for over 25 years and have done multiple 7 figures in the industry. They're truly living the lifestyle. They've got an amazing house in Florida. They've got an amazing condo down in Toronto as well. He's got one of the best rides in the world, but it's not about what they've acquired. What it's really about is their integrity, their honesty, and they're willing to help others. So if you're looking at working with Chris and Tammy, I cannot recommend them enough. I've known them for almost 25 years, and they're some of the best marketers on the planet. So again, click on the link below or wherever you're looking. If you're looking to work with some of the best in the industry, Chris and Tammy are the people you want to work with. So there we go. I think that one was a little better. I click save testimonial. It automatically uploads in the background. And again, here's the viral component. Somebody might have a small business and goes, damn, that was cool. Like, yeah, I could use testimonials for my business. Mm-hmm. They click here, they fill out the information, and that ends up in your members area as a lead for you. So let's come back to my GotBackupPro members area here. And you'll see that it shows that I have 50 testimonials in here. In theory now, when I hit refresh, I should have 51. There we go, 51 testimonials. So I can go and look at my testimonials here. And there's the one that I just shot for Chris and Tammy. So let me go ahead and I can come here, grab this, and now you guys can all use and have access to the testimonial that I just did there. So it's very, very, very powerful, but very, very, very simple to use as well. Was there any questions on that, Chris?
Actually, it's a question maybe I'd like to ask. Like, I know you've started right from the link, but someone who's brand new, the link has not been created yet. You kind of have to generate that event, right?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and actually generate an event then.
Yeah.
So here, let me come back. So here, generate new. It's very similar, you know, testimonials from
similar to memory place, same beginning.
Yeah, Facebook, let's say, and I can just call it FB test. This is what shows up on the page. So I'm going to leave it as default. And then thank you for your testimonials.
And remember, folks, if you do get an error when you click create, it's because the slug, these are the words that Joel has put in on creating your link, is being used by someone else. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, I click create. Okay, and let me refresh. Okay, it's taking oh, there we go. And then all you do once you create the one, this one's here's the last one that I just made, testimonials from Facebook. Copy link. Boom, the link is copied. And that's the link that you send out by email or by text. And it actually does you'll see it actually does like a little bit of wording for you. So what do I mean by that? It actually even puts in, when you copy, something to say in your text message and so forth. So, or you can just copy the link here, copy the link, and there we go. And now I can shoot a new testimonial. So you just go and take your link from the members area here, and whether you, so let me just go say, do something. So I'm going to copy the link address, and for fun, as an example, I'll go to my Facebook profile here. And if any of you,
That's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
Facebook land have worked with me before, I would really love
That's brilliant. Didn't even
testimonial
think of that.
from you. And then you just go and paste your link in there, and you click next, and boom, you post it.
That's a great way to get some leads here, folks.
There you go.
Some of you have like thousands and tens of thousands of friends.
And then you just go here and you click on it. It brings them to where they can, just like that, whether it's off mobile or off a computer, and shoot you a testimonial. Okay. So very, very powerful tool again as well there. So let's see if there's any questions again now.
Let me just go back. I've been filtering a little bit. And folks, if I don't bring up your question, it's probably because it's more of a training session, like how do I deal with leads that are coming in? And I mean, this is not a session for that. This is more of a practical demo of the applications that are available, because these kind of questions will take the entire hour.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Okay, here's one here. I became a pro member. Where do I find my 100 leads in the back office? I know you have addressed that, Joel, but I thought maybe it might be a good idea to mention it again.
If all of a sudden, great question, Nick. If all of a sudden, like as soon as you upgraded, you had 100 leads in your back office, those will be the fakest of imported crap leads I've ever seen on the internet. So word of warning to all of you, okay? Because a lot of people say, I'm not going to mention names, but some poor chap, he didn't spend much money, but he spent like $100 to get 5 million leads. Okay. And those leads are sold again and again and again and again and again. And if you email those leads, you'll be shut down within seconds, because understand this, you cannot buy an email list, because the second you send an email to that list and they didn't specifically want to hear from you, that's spam. As soon as you, and here's the thing is, when you send an email, for every this is how sensitive it is, guys. For every 1,000 emails opened, okay, not sent. I can send 30,000 emails and only get 1,000 opens, let's say. For every 1,000 emails opened, you're only allowed to get 1 spam complaint, okay? If you start getting 3 spam complaints, 4 spam complaints per 1,000, now all the email you send after that is not going to hit the inbox. It's going to go directly to the spam folder. Okay. So you don't want that, because if it's going to the spam, guess what? Now you can't reach out to anybody. Permission-based email marketing. They came to your website at GotBackupPro, or they created a free memory place account or a free testimonial generator account. That's how you generate real leads. So Nick, the point I want to make, like I've said a few times now, if all of a sudden you signed up and you've got 100 leads there, that's your first indication that those leads are going to be absolutely imported crap. You're just going to get yourself in trouble. It's going to take us 3 to 4 months, as I mentioned 3 or 4 times now, because we're running real traffic to your opt-in pages to generate you leads. Okay. So these are people who opted in off your website with us to saying, hey, I like GotBackup. I want to know more. Okay, so it's going to take us, and that's why we're cutting it out tomorrow. There's no way we could sustain this. There's just no way, because it costs us money, obviously, in advertising dollars to do it. Hope that makes sense, guys. And again, just a word of warning, don't go out there and buy lists for $20 and get 10,000 leads. You're just wasting your money.
Absolutely. And where would you find those leads? You would find them into your pre-enrollee when you go through your follow-ups, and you'll notice that one of the email capture name that's called pre-enrollees. That's when you leads. No, sorry. It would go in a co-op, right, Joel?
Yeah. There's a co-op section in there, and you'll get notified every time somebody opts in. You're going to get notified of a lead being generated into your lead capture system. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys?
So you'll find it when you go to your lead capture system in GotBackup, you will find other co-op, and your leads are going to appear there. Okay. And again, we talk about
We're
this
going
in
to
our
do trainings on that.
and
Yeah.
we'll revisit that.
Yes.
Another one is in reference to do current VIP member pay, and should they upgrade?
No, you've got generally the same tools. So those who are VIP already, you've got those great tools already. There's absolutely no need to upgrade for sure.
In the same token, if you do want to build a business and take advantage of the perks of the pro version, then it might, again, it all depends. If it's just for product use, Joel is dead on. If you want to build a business and grow your network and make more money, I would suggest to go to the pro. I'm not sure, Joel, if you want to add to this.
There's a couple extra features that we didn't have in the VIP, which is a testimonial generator that wasn't there.
Correct.
And the benefits of the 100 leads. I mean, that alone, the value of that, because when anybody who's buying leads from GotBackup and you're part of the co-op, it was $100 for 40 leads. So that alone is such a big benefit as well. So I was VIP and I upgraded because I wanted.
I was VIP. I've upgraded because I want to take advantage of all the perks.
Yeah.
And of course, Demi are very involved in the business building aspect. There's another question here. The RT group is how much does the testament builder? Again, that's the same thing, right? Maybe, Joel, it might be a good opportunity just to show the capture pages that comes with each of those tools, because it's all there.
So as you can see here, guys, you've got use this tool and reseller tools. Just like GotBackup, you've got use this tool, and then you've got the reseller tools in the different languages. For each of the tools, you also have reseller tools. So let me go to my testimonial generator. You click on reseller tools. And here's your different lead capture pages that you can use, so on and so forth. But I'll go right to testimonial generator, which is the main website. And which you have, when you get the VIP, you have an affiliate link here. And so you can come here and look at the prices and so forth and stuff like that, and so on. You know what I mean, guys? So here we've got our pricing here and so forth. And honestly, to be honest with you, though, that the pricing here and everything that we do is really more of a strong decoy to at least try it for free. Okay. So, but again, there are lots of people that have upgraded for these tools. And if they upgrade, not only have you generated a lead, now you've generated a commission for yourself as well. And one other person also asked a good question is if you get a negative or a stupid testimonial or somebody uploading something dumb into your testimonial generator, can you delete the testimonials that you get? Yes, you can. So let me go and show you that. So use this tool.
Yeah, I'm filtering those comments.
And then if I come here and go show videos on this one as an example. Okay, this is just, I can click here and, oh, don't like that one, delete. Boom, it's gone. So yes, you can delete videos. And as you can see, people even can send you just audio testimonials as well if you wanted somebody just doing an audio testimonial. Okay.
So I'm just going through. I guess there's another one for Guylaine is French from Quebec. And I know that we have French for the GotBackup capture pages, but I don't think that.
Yeah, what is so? We would specifically, obviously, have to do ads in the French market, do ads in the Spanish market, do ads in the Italian market to generate those leads. Right now, guys, because sadly I lost a lot of my French, I could speak French, but I can't sell in French, right? So it would be very hard for me to do ad copy. So, I mean, I hope in the coming year we can start well, actually, that's not true. Way before that, we'll start doing ads in multiple languages so we can generate leads in different languages. And down the road, I guess people could specify, you know, I want French leads, I want Italian leads. But as it stands right now, it's all English leads per se, guys, at the moment.
And one thing I could mention, Joel, is part of the pro version, you have access to modify your capture pages.
Yeah.
And so you can use ChatGPT, for example, to help you translate in your language. You can cut and paste what's there because I don't know, Joel, maybe that's a bit too technical for many, but the point is you do have the ability to edit any of the capture pages and to duplicate one in a language, French, Italian, Spanish, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the email that you create, let's say you have them in English, I would take this in English, put it in ChatGPT, please translate in the language, whatever you choose, French, Italian, Spanish, whatever. And then it does a great job. You cut and paste it, and you may want to revisit some of the details, and you can modify the emails that people are going to be received. So just so you know, you have access to the tools to be able to deal with the capture pages in the language that you want. And the email they're going to receive is going to be also the language that you want, because you can translate them as you see fit. So again, Tammy and I are going to be doing some trainings to help you work around all of these things that we can do that you may not be aware of that is available to you.
Yeah, and because the advertising that you're doing, Joel, is in English, obviously,
Yeah, exactly.
they understand English, so it wouldn't be an issue there. But I guess if you're looking to capture French leads, for sure, you'll have a different campaign going to them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So Levy asked, are the leads? Yeah, so when we do the ads, these are not bought and pre-sold or resold leads at all. These are people that opted in off your page, and so they're exclusive leads. Okay, when you start, guys, I've by no means am I a Facebook ads expert. We spend about $5,000 to $10,000, maybe a little more than that, on advertising itself. I cannot, for the life of me, get like an exclusive lead for less than about $2.50. Okay, and that's just what it is. So if you go out there and people claim they can generate you leads for 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, more than likely, I'm not saying, but more than likely, these leads have been bought and sold many, many times. So that's why it gets very unresponsive, right? Some of these, because there's shysters out there, some of these leads are resold like 20, 30, 40 times, right? So they'll acquire a lead for $2.50, but then they'll sell it to 25 different people for 50 cents. And now that poor individual who opted in somewhere is getting 20, 30, 40 different emails from 20, 40, 30 different people. And what do? They just tune out, right? So these are exclusive leads.
Now, Courtney, in reference to your messages, I would recommend for you to go to any of our email marketing trainings on the GVO YouTube channel and just listen, because we show exactly where these leads ends up and how you can interact with the leads coming from all the different campaigns that we have available in GotBackup. Okay, so just go back there, because all the answers on these trainings, and there's multiple versions of these trainings. Also, not to mention that we will be reinitiating new trainings in line of the tools that we have available. And of course, we will touch again on the email marketing aspect, because now we have the Send-Shark. Maybe, Joe, you want to touch on that a little bit. And you also have the existing lead capture system. And just so you know, if you're on a $9.97 package, you still have access. You will not lose access to your lead capture system, because that's what interacts with all of the campaigns that are coming from your funnels. What you will see is, in fact, Joel will touch on it now, is the autoresponder, which is part of the Send-Shark package, that you can go ahead and start doing a whole lot more things that are not necessarily the functionality is not necessarily available into the basic lead capture system.
Yeah, sure. So we can so email marketing, I missed the social media boat a little bit, guys, although I've promised to myself I'm going to get back to it. But what has been true since day one of what I've done. So let me go back to my first days. Remember, I've told everybody my first 2 years, like literally, I didn't make a damn sale, not a single sale. Okay. And what I was doing is at that time, I was trying to get people to buy my web hosting. And, you know, when you don't have a brand, when people have never heard of you before, taking out your credit card is like just not going to happen, right? Because they don't know you. They're like, okay, back then it's like we were called kiosk back then in Canada. It's like, who the hell's kiosk? I don't know who they are and so forth. So, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So I was really, really hell bent on, I'm going to learn this whole internet marketing thing by myself. So for literally a year and a half, I kept sending traffic to my website and trying to get them to take that macro commitment of buy my web hosting right away. Well, needless to say, after about a year and a half and not a single sale, I was like, you know, maybe I do need a little bit of help. Like, obviously, it's not through lack of effort, but because I'm just doing as much as I can to generate traffic. But guess what? Just nobody's buying, right? So then that's when I let go of my own ego. And there was a really amazing marketer. He was actually from British Columbia. His name was Corey Rudel. Unfortunately, he died in a car racing accident on a racetrack. But needless to say, I had been following him at the time. And I finally bought his course back in probably 97, give or take. And that course back then was $2,000, guys. Now, keep in mind, I hadn't made a dime at that point. So spending $2,000 was like, that was a lot. It's a lot of money today. And it was even a lot more money back then. But I bought his course. And the only regret I have in buying his course is I should have bought it a year before that. But my ego wouldn't let me. It was like, you know, he just wants my money, snake oil salesman, you know, what we all go through. And the minute I bought his course, he said, stop trying to sell people and start helping people. I was like, what does he mean? So he started reading more and more and more. And he's like, you know, offer things for free in exchange for somebody's name and email address. And what that's going to do is it's going to, again, that psychological law of reciprocation, when you offer cool things for free. So I put that into practice. So at the time I was making some money because I was still doing door-to-door sales. And one of the websites the first websites that I ever built was for a home inspector. Okay. His name was Mr. McDonald, Stephen McDonald. He was from Chelsea. And he had the domain name Chelsea Home Inspections. So I was a member of BNI at the time, for those who've ever been a member of things like that. And so I think he felt sorry for me. It was the first website I had ever built. And so he gave me the contract to build his website, and we did. And he was a friend too, so it was kind of nice. And I didn't charge him very much because we didn't really know what we were doing back then. So we built his website. And a couple weeks later, I asked him, I said, you know, how's your website doing? He goes, well, I'll give you the good news and the bad news, guys. And this you'll really understand and appreciate the email marketing from this story. And I said, well, please tell me both. He goes, well, the good news is my website's working. The bad news is people are emailing me off of my website. And, you know, Joel, I'm doing home inspections for like 16 hours a day. So people are, you know, trying to contact me through my website. But sometimes I get home at 8, 9 o'clock at night. I forget to check my email. And, you know, maybe I'll check it every couple of days. And lo and behold, somebody, you know, emailed me on Monday and it's now Thursday. And I lost the sale because, you know, they were waiting 4 days to hear from me. And that was around the same time that I had finally bought Corey Rudel's course. And so I went back to him. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to write a little ebook on the top 5 things that you need to know before you choose your home inspector. And I said, you know, and it was much harder back then because there was no chat GDP or things like that. Right, guys? So Mr. McDonald, Stephen, I want you take the top 5 things that people always ask you on the phone when they call you and put it into an ebook. So he did that. And then on his website, we made a strong call to action. Hey, before hiring a home inspector, you know, get my ebook on the top 5 things you need to know before purchasing your first home. And he goes, And I said, what we're going to do is we're only going to put your phone number at the bottom of the ebook, not on the website, but the bottom of the ebook. And so we did that. And he goes, Joel, and of course, when they give their name and email address, then by automation through the that's what autoresponder means, folks, is it's automatically doing the work for you. People would fill out the form. The autoresponder would deliver the ebook to them to their email address in real time, which is generating them a lead. And then they would read the ebook. And then at the bottom of the ebook was the phone number. And we only put the phone number there because he's like, oh my God, Joel, it totally changed my business. Because now, instead of people calling me and me having to repeat the same thing over and over again of why you need a home inspector and stuff like that, people are now calling. I indoctrinated them because they read my ebook. And now they're just saying, hey, Mr. McDonald, I read your ebook. When can I hire you? So instead of me having to spend 20 minutes on the phone of what I need to do, now it's a much more seamless process. People just call, they want to hire my home inspection and so forth. So that's how I got turned on to the email marketing side, guys. Help people before expecting people to pull out their credit cards, and the whole world changes. And so when I got that, I did the same thing. I said, so way back when I was selling web hosting, by buying this ebook, I was really starting to learn about the email marketing side of this. And what I discovered back then is most web hosting companies did not allow any type of bulk email. They just assumed it wasn't permission-based email marketing. If you were sending email off a server, they would just shut you down, no questions asked, guilty before proven innocent. They just assumed you were spamming the world, right? So I noticed that there was this disconnect between web hosting providers and email marketers. Spam is buying a list and spamming that list. Permission-based email marketing is they came to your website, they filled out a form, they want to hear from you. So I created an ebook on before you choose your first web hosting provider, and we are the web hosting provider. I don't remember exactly what it said, but the web hosting provider that permits permission-based email marketing. Like in other words, we are email marketing friendly web hosting provider, which was unheard of at the time. And so people would fill out so I changed my whole process of instead of trying to sell them my web hosting, hey, opt in and find out why permission-based email marketing is really important when you're doing web hosting. So I created that ebook, and lo and behold, I had about 100 leads of people that downloaded that ebook, right? I'm providing them great information for free without expectation. And lo and behold, oh my God, I went absolutely crazy because I find after 2 years, I would wake up every day, I would go to my merchant account or my bank account and see a big fat zero. And I'm like, rinse and repeat. Every morning, a big fat zero. I finally created my ebook. I got about 100 people who downloaded that ebook. And oh my God, I woke up one day and I logged into my bank account and there was a sale for $9.97. Somebody had bought in my basic web hosting package. And I literally went absolutely berserk, folks. I was like, oh my God. Somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning while I was sleeping bought one of my products and services. That is real passive income. And stupid me, I got so excited that I called my mother because I'd never told my mother. And I'm getting passionate, guys, because it's a true story. Because my mom was super conservative and I couldn't tell my mother that I had quit my job. My father knew, my mother didn't know. 2 years in, so I was working as a doorman at night. I was still paying my bills. I was still providing to the family. But I got my first sale. I called up my mother and I said, Mom, I wanted to let you know something, that I quit my job 2 years ago and I started an online business and I just got my first sale for $10 and we're going to be millionaires. And she's like, how long you been doing that? Excuse me, like what? You quit your job? What, whatever. How long you been doing this? I said, 2 years. She's like, so you made $9.97 in 2 years. And boy, did she reel into me. That is not going to feed your family. Your daughter's on the way, blah, 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 right? So it was just really funny. But, it took me $2,000 investment to understand that law of reciprocation. provide as much as you can for free to generate rapport with people, and then people's hearts will open up. So I provided amazing information on how you could complement email marketing with your web hosting, and then people started to buy. So the second thing after that was, I was like, okay, if I have 100 people on my list and I made $10, more money came in after that, but I'll never forget the first sale ever. What happens if I have 1,000 people on my list? What happens if I have 5,000 people on my list? And what I've come to realize, guys, for every subscriber on your email list that is permission-based, they opted in and they want to hear from you, you can expect to make 50 cents to $1 for every subscriber on your email list. So if you have 500 people on your email list, you can expect to make $250 to $500 a month. If you have 1,000 people on your email list, you'd expect to make $500 to $1,000 per month, okay? And that's the important of email marketing, okay? Everything I still do today is email marketing, and that's why I said I got so laser focused on the email marketing side that I really ignored the social media side. You know, it's the same equivalent. If you have a million followers on Instagram, you're going to be quite wealthy from that following, okay? The danger is this. When you're on, and by all means, do your social media, but here's the danger. Well, real life scenario. I was helping, so I have 197,000 followers. Let me share my screen again, guys. As an example, on my fan page here, let me bring that over here, okay? On my fan page, I have 197,000 followers, but what really sucks is Facebook gets to decide when I post something based on their algorithms, whether it's going to show it to the 197,000 people or it's not, or some of them and so forth. But what's important is, like 2 months ago, I was helping Tammy with something on Facebook Messenger, and I literally just put the word password on Facebook Messenger, and within seconds, my whole Facebook account was shut down because I went against their cybersecurity rules, and you're not supposed to put Facebook passwords onto Facebook, blah, 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 blah. I've heard countless times where people have lost social media accounts. Guys, the ringer I had to go through to get my Facebook account back, the point being, I lost my 197,000 followers here. I lost them all. I lost my Facebook account overnight. What I didn't lose is because all my social media comes back to my email marketing, is when you build up your email marketing database, it's the equivalent of having a very high following on social media. The difference is you own that data. When somebody opts in off your website, you own that data for life, and it's something that people cannot take away from you. So coming back to the actual tool itself, here it is. And so, it would take a whole hour of training just on the email marketing and so forth. But the point being, guys, is it's the most lucrative tool you can have. This right here is the most lucrative tool I have, guys. So total across all my email marketing and stuff like that, I have about 1.3 million people on my email list. Okay. And I've had people, this is the absolute truth, offer me upwards of $8 million just for the email list. Okay, guys, which I never opted to do. I'm not ready to retire or anything like that. But that's the value of email marketing. I don't know if you guys saw this on Facebook or just on social media. Some young entrepreneur was just sentenced to 7 years in jail because she sold her company to JP Morgan Chase Bank for $175 million because she claimed she had 4.2 million students that were applying for loans. And so JP Morgan Chase paid $175 million just for the 4.2 million people in that database. But she was sentenced to 7 years in jail because it turned out she fabricated most of the data, and there's only 300,000 people in there. So wow. Stupid her. That went across the internet. But the point being, the value in as you collect your data is life-changing, guys. And email marketing is a very, very powerful and strong tool. Let me give you one more story on that because we really don't have the time to go through the whole email marketing. He's on the call right now. Tissa Godavatarni was one of our first. Well, here, let me show you guys something. just for fun since I'm in the office. We have our little wall of fame over here. Okay. So here's Tissa. Tissa's made over $400,000 with us. There's Anthony Morrison up there. He's made over $500,000 with us. There's Richard and John Weberg up there. They've made over $200,000 with us. What's the one thing that all those three and many others, but I just have those three on the wall, have? I want to answer in the text chat, guys. What do you think is the common denominator? And put it in the text chat since we're having fun with all of this, of those people. Why do you think they've been so successful with us? Put your answer in the text chat, guys. I'm curious and I want to hear. Let's see what people are saying. Keep it coming. I see one person. Yep. You guys got it. You guys got it. The one common denominator is they have an email list. So long story short, I want to tell this last story. Tissa Gotovatarni had a program which built a huge email list called Acme People Search. Okay. So as a consequence, he had a list of about 400,000 people on that email list, give or take. And I'll never forget it. One day I wake up to like 350 new signups from this guy Tissa. And, you know, when you get that many signups in less than 24 hours, you're like, okay, this guy's a scammer. You know, this guy probably bought a bunch of email address or bought frauding through credit cards and stuff like that. And so I was really triggered at first. And then I called him and, you know, I was a little triggered at first. And he's like, oh, you know, no, Joel, let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I have this database that I built up over years. I've got 400,000 people on that email list. I sent them an email. That's how you got the 300 signups. Okay, guys. And really, that's why I just harp on you guys to, you know, it's a shame. It's a crying shame that many of you are generating leads into your lead capture system, but 95% of those people have never sent one email to that list, not even one. And they're expecting to hear from you. So anyway, that's my stories for the day. We're, gosh, over an hour in. I guess next time, Chris, we could go over the autoresponder a little bit more. It's still not a difficult tool, guys. It's a great tool. It's an amazing tool. But yeah, there's some, we just want to, it's so feature rich. We probably want to do another call and go through all the features for you guys as well. But coming back to what we've been talking about today, guys, the Pro gives you all those tools: memory place, testimonial generator, SendShark, all those tools for less than $20 per month. Or if you're a $9.97 member now, it's only $10 more per month for all the tools. And again, if you go yearly, then we add you to our co-op, and that is coming off the table tomorrow. Is there any last questions, maybe Tam or Chris, that you want to address, or anything you guys would like to say? But yeah, it's all about your email list. You want to make money? Build up that email list.
No, I think you've covered everything. And again, folks, want to remind you that these Saturday trainings are here to stick around, right? So make sure that you don't show up alone. If you show up alone, you will learn. But if you show up with your team, they learn. That means you earn while they learn. So really take advantage of these Saturday trainings, folks. This call, we should have like 500 people in here every single Saturday. And not only that, but this link today, you should share this with everybody in your team so they have an opportunity to upgrade. Tomorrow is the last day to take advantage of this. And if someone is brand new, is not in GotBackup, what they need to do is sign up with the $20, pay for the first month, $9.97. Once they're logged into their account, then they'll have a pop-up that will come up to upgrade their account. And I would suggest that they do that. Folks, they in the palm of your hand, you got so much power now. And I know that a lot of folks may not see that because they don't see the value because they don't have a list yet. But this is the tool, the foundational beginning for you to build that list that Joel is talking about. And he showed you some of the successful folks. And I guess, Joel, eventually we should be on that wall too. I'm not sure how much.
I was thinking about that. Yeah. I mean, you're over the.
I'm not sure how much we've made,
now,
but
so.
let's wait till we're close to $500,000 or maybe $1 million. Maybe that would be the point. But the fact here, folks, is to be able to grow with the potential that Joel talked about. You got everything you need with a Pro package. So I wouldn't hesitate. If someone's brand new, again, take advantage of that. After Sunday, then you go back with the full package where you spend the $500 to start, which, remember, folks, you receive $200 up front, and your upline and his upline, they each get $50. This is really cool. And the other thing too is, as people start paying the $19.97 every month, that increases the profitability for GVO, GotBackup, which means that the value of a share will increase. So every time you cycle, the value of a cycle will increase. So every time you cycle, it's possible. And again, don't expect that coming in this month, because of course it needs time for this to grow. But just understand the potential here, folks. So Joel, I'm going to turn this over you to finish it up.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris and Tammy. So just reiterating, guys, this is the pay. I'll give you the link one more time here, and we'll just go over the page quickly of everything that you get. So some people were confused, okay, in that you get everything that's in your family plan already. Your 6 terabytes of space, your six separate accounts, 6 terabytes of space, unlimited devices for you and your family, and so forth. Plus, you get everything else. We didn't get a chance to go for VidUber. VidUber is very important as well, because the more you can put yourself out there on video, the more people come to know, like, and trust you. Every time I go to an event, even the event that we did with Chris and Tammy and Elmer, there was about 30, give or take 30 people there. 3 different people had just mentioned to me, they're like, Joel, I've never met you in person, but I feel like I really, really know you well. And that's because they see me on video again and again and again and again and again. And, so putting yourself out there on video is very important. That's included, okay? $500 a year, true value if you go to Vimeo or anywhere else. We talked about testimonial generator. You get that. We talked about memory place today. You get that. We did talk about SendShark. You get that. You get a funnel page builder, which is just an easy way to go, and it's based off if you're using Microsoft Word, you can type on your page and you can create your own pages with your own pictures and whatever and stuff like that. And again, it's like I mentioned to everybody, you really want to use these tools to give away for free to build your main core GotBackup business. These are lead generation tools. Again, sharing my story where I kept trying to get people to buy my web hosting. 2 years later, it never worked. Then I started giving them value for free. And because I gave them value for free, their hearts opened up and they started buying my web hosting. It's the same thing here. If you do a free memory place for somebody who's having a wedding, they're going to be way more open to buying GotBackup from you. If you help somebody in business who needs testimonials, chances are they're going to upgrade there. And anybody who's in business for themselves, you bet your bottom dollar they're going to want to back up all their precious data for their business and for their family. So everything, guys, is included. And on the main website, if we go there right now, you'll see. If we go to the packages, that package is live right now. It's $499 one time, and then either $19.97 per month or $199.70 for the year. With us here, we're waiving that completely. It's $19.97 a month. And then our team was saying, is there one more thing we could add to all of this to make it a real no-brainer? And that no-brainer is right here. If you pay for the year up front, we're going to give you 100 leads, and those 100 leads have a value of $250 alone. So you'll upgrade here. And again, guys, it's going to take us 2, 3, 4 months to get you all those leads to you. So it's not something, if you upgrade today, you're going to have 100 leads in your back office. This is done off of real traffic and real advertising. So you've got till tomorrow night, guys, to upgrade. Awesome, John, on becoming a yearly pro member. You've got till tomorrow night to upgrade. Like Chris already mentioned, if some of you are here but you are not members, you can go and sign up for the $29.97, and now you're technically a member. Because you're a member, you can go and upgrade in your members area for the pro. But again, this is coming off the table at midnight tomorrow night. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Any last things you want to say before we call it a day today?
No, I think we've covered pretty much all angles. And remember, folks, that there will be multiple trainings coming that you'll be able to listen to. If you're not available on that particular time and date, the calls are always recorded. It'll be part of the playlist on the GVO channel on YouTube. So we really, really want to thank you, folks, for that.
I just want to add one more thing, Chris, because some of you have existing members that are not even aware of these sessions. They don't even know that there's a new pro membership account. So I highly, because people are busy in today's world, not everybody checks all their emails and everything. And if they miss out and they find out that, you never contacted them, that's part of the relationship building in our business, is to make sure people are aware of what's out there so that they can make a choice, right? So I recommend get back to every single person, let them know about it, send them this recording, and let them make their own decision, but at least they're aware of it.
Yeah, there's some members already, because they are contacting their direct referrals, Tammy, that have made $500-600 in commissions off this pro package.
I've been nonstop on the phone talking to people, and yeah, they're like, oh my gosh, they weren't aware of it because they're not checking the emails, they're not showing up at one of the sessions because they're extremely busy people working crazy hours. Yeah.
Exactly.
So the key, folks, is to remain active, to be congruent and consistent, keep showing up, don't show up alone, and stay active. Keep the foot on the gas pedal or the pedal if you have an electric car, and just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Don't ever fall asleep. You can slow down, but always do something towards your business. If it's invite, make sure that they attend a presentation. We are lining up these presentation every single week for your benefit. So if you're not in a position to present yourself, just make sure that the people around you show up to the presentation. If they can't show up on the 8 o'clock Wednesday, well, just send them the link to the past call or to the call on the day after. It's as simple as that. So I think we can end this note, Joel, unless there's anything else you want to add.
Yeah, just again, there's still a couple questions coming in. So if you look on the page, at the bottom of the page, it's got a countdown of when it closes. So it's 1 day and 13 hours. It's tomorrow night, midnight Central Time is the final day. So you can just see the timer here on the page itself. So yeah, and if there's anything else. No, that's about it, I guess, guys. Amazing call. A bunch of people from Ghana are jumping on now. So amazing health walk, guys. I'll be following up with all you guys today. Really amazing. That was really looked like a lot of fun. So anyway, guys, have an awesome, amazing, wonderful day. Do reach out to your direct referrals, because you are going to get a 25% commission on the yearly package when people upgrade. Like I said, there's some people have made $500 or $600 this week already by getting their teams to upgrade. So have an awesome, amazing, wonderful day. Chris and Tammy, thank you for everything. Everybody on the call, thank you. Go and grab your upgrade today, guys. You're not going to regret it. These are amazing tools that have amazing value in the marketplace. And I'll be sending out some emails tomorrow as a last reminder. And we'll see you guys on the next webinar. Have an amazing day, everybody.
Great weekend, folks.
Great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.